company is like a human being. As long as it goes in for sports, it is fit, well-trained, full of enthusiasm and performance. With these words from legendary automotive executive Bob Lutz, BMW's Motorsport division was born in 1972. Launched with a team of just 35 people, their first project was the BMW 3-litre CSL, nicknamed the Batmobile due to its massive rear wing. This stunning homologation special won the European Touring Car Championship 6 times between 1973 and 1979. Not a bad start for the nascent division. The CSL was also the first car to wear the now famous M stripes, which, incidentally, combine the blue of Bavaria, and BMW, with the red of Texaco, the division's early sponsors, and a purple stripe to provide a transition between the two. When the partnership ended, BMW paid the oil giant for the right to continue to use the colour. The first M Division car, its rarest model and to date only mid-engined M car, was the 1978 M1 Supercar. Intended as a homologation special for Group 5 racing, Lamborghini was supposed to build it for BMW. But its shaky finances meant that control of the project was taken in-house by the Motorsport division. The body and chassis were built in separate factories in Italy and then sent to Stuttgart, where it was united with the straight-six engine taken from the CSL and finished off by the M division. But then the Group 5 rules changed, so rather than throwing them away, BMW used the cars for their own one-make Procar championship. This incredible series ran alongside Formula 1 and allotted grid slots to F1 drivers based on Friday practice results. But despite having some of the greatest names in Formula 1 competing week in, week out, the series would last just 2 seasons. In the background, M Division had begun fettling cars for enthusiastic customers, and in 1979 took what it had learned and created the BMW M535i. This was the first true M road car. It had bigger brakes, a limited slip differential and a close ratio gearbox. It was at the time perhaps the ultimate saloon car and the father of the modern super saloon. This was followed in 1983 by the M635 CSI, which took the M1's fuel-injected straight-six and plonked it into the muscular 6 Series Coupe to create one of the best-looking M cars ever. A year later, and the M Division took that same race-bred engine and dropped it into the sober 5 Series saloon, creating a new category of car, the Executive Express. The now legendary OG M5 was the fastest production saloon in the world when it was launched, with nearly 3 times the power output of the base 518i and a top speed in excess of 150 miles an hour. The M Division's next car may not have created a new genre like the M5, but it would set, and still does set, the standard for small sporting saloons. It also became the most successful touring car of all time along the way, the E30 M3. To say the original M3 was powered by a Formula 1 engine wouldn't be stretching the definition too far either. Its inline 4-cylinder shared a block with the turbocharged M12, which, in qualifying trim, produced 1,400 horsepower. Nelson Piquet won the 1983 World Championship driving a BMW-powered Brabham. As used in the M3, the engine provided around 200 horsepower. But in the lightweight, low drag and finely balanced two-door, this was more than enough to create one of the finest driver's cars of all time. In competition spec, the M3 won the British, German, Italian, Australian, European and World Touring Car Championships, some on multiple occasions, and even secured the Irish Tarmac Rally Championship in 1990. As founding fathers go, the M1, M3 and M5 can't really be matched, and set the standard for a host of subsequent BMW M models, of which there are now 8. And even though they've festooned an awful lot of cars now, those 3 coloured stripes still get our pulses racing.